Good afternoon and very welcome to the Student Enterprise Awards from County Longford. We are live on Facebook, live on YouTube, broadcasting out to all the schools and all the colleges in County Longford for the Student Enterprise Awards. What a fantastic year it has been, and watching the quality of the entrance this year and watching the growth of all the students as they submitted their projects and went, and hopefully, as you're all waiting to see, maybe win the award and maybe represent Longford in the county finals in May. So to kick things off, I have great pleasure to welcome Councillor Peggy Nolan, the Cathaoirleach of Longford County Council, to kick things off and welcome everybody in.
What a pleasure it is for me as Cathaoirleach of Longford County Council to be here to address you on this very, very special occasion. I'm mindful of the fact that everybody that is here has put so much work and used so much of their skills to be here in this particular event, Student Enterprise Awards, and it is rolled out by our wonderful team who are in our local enterprise office in Longford County Council. The skills that you needed to put your projects together and to grow your projects are something that will carry you right through as life skills into the future. You had to work as a team, you had to grow a business, you had to return a profit. And having done all of that, you have reached the stage now where a number of the projects will go forward to represent our county at national level. Over the past 20 years, Longford has a long and really substantial return from this project at national level, where a number of our schools brought home varying awards from the national event. This event is something that you will be wearing the county jersey, you will be representing your county, and you will have the goodwill and good wishes of the entire county as you go forward to the national finals. If you don't go forward to the national finals, nobody is a loser in this, because the skills that you learned, as I said in the beginning, will carry you through in loads of experiences that you will have as you go on life's path. Longford is a very proud county, and it's a county that I can assure you are proud of all your successes. So just remains for me to say, in this time of pandemic, you put projects together against all of the odds, and for that you are all deserving of my thanks and the thanks of our local Enterprise Board, and we are so happy to support you going forward. So can I just say, take care wherever life leads you. This is something that I know you will carry with you, and we as a community, as a county council, and particularly the staff in our enterprise office are delighted to be able to support you. So the best of luck to everybody, and mind yourselves.
Thank you very much, Cathaoirleach. And as I said, we're live on YouTube, live on Facebook. So you're going to need your phones later on. We're going to have a live quiz. But if you want to give a shout out to your school and your team, please do so and use the hashtag Student Enterprise. So hashtag Student Enterprise. Now, the Cathaoirleach mentioned there the local enterprise office, and I have fantastic pleasure to bring in the head of enterprise for Leo Longford, Michael Nevin. Michael, welcome. How are you?
Noel, good afternoon. A very warm welcome to you and to all our schools and students and teachers to the final of our Student Enterprise Programme. So
it's hardly a year. It hardly feels a year since we were here the last time.
Absolutely not. It's been a tough year, you know, with the pandemic and everything else, and it's been a tough year for the students involved. So we appreciate all the efforts they've made, delivering some fantastic projects and bringing them forward to us. So it's a great credit to everyone involved. And we're celebrating a special year this year, Noel. As you know, it's the 20-year anniversary of the Student Enterprise Programme. And so it's a very significant year for us. I think we counted back over 500,000 students that have been impacted by this programme since it started. And it's the largest kind of outside programme that impacts on the school curriculum. So we're delighted to be involved in schools, and we hope it brings great benefit to the students involved. And it's a very important programme for us because we need the local enterprise office is tasked with creating new businesses and new entrepreneurs. So we need to plant the seed of enterprise with young people and get them thinking about enterprise and entrepreneurship as a career option in the future. And so it's very important that we get an opportunity to engage with students and to encourage them to think about enterprise. Maybe not when they leave school, or maybe not when they leave college, maybe down the road, but at some stage, it's very important for us that a small percentage of students involved today go ahead and set up new enterprises, because the entrepreneurs, as we know, are the wealth creators. They're the people who create the jobs. They're the people that bring wealth into our money into our local economy. So the example I always give is that if you look at the person beside you, sitting beside you in the classroom now, and you say, if I create a business, I might create a job for myself, plus maybe a job for the person beside me, and you're creating local job opportunities for people in your class and down the road. So the more entrepreneurs we can help develop, the better for County Longford.
Yeah, and for 20 years of the program, and it's not just a competition, it is a program, you would have seen many of those students come back in later years into the local enterprise office. And I know we saw some of them last week with Local Enterprise Week. There's a path, as you said, that spark of entrepreneurialism, whether it be entrepreneur or intrapreneur. You could be working for another company, but having that spark. We know of quite a few companies that have availed of Leo supports as well and started on this program many years ago. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we get a great kick out of it, Noel, when someone comes to us looking to set up a new business and they tell us that they were involved in the student enterprise program back when they're in transition year or in junior cycle. It's great to hear that that's where they started thinking about enterprise. A lot of people, some people are lucky enough to come from entrepreneurial families, from enterprise families, others don't. So this might be their first taste of enterprise and what it means to run a business. And the beautiful thing about this program, I think, is it's a practical program. As the Cathaoirleach says there, you're getting real life skills. You're getting skills that will stand to you, regardless of what career choice you do. If you're developing skills around problem solving, ideas generation, working in a team, and particularly in marketing and selling, with the experience you get in marketing and selling a product through a program like this are skills that will really stand to you, regardless again of what career choice you take. If you have the confidence, and we see the students' confidence grow as the program develops. If you have the confidence to sell your product in a mini enterprise, that skill will stand to you when it comes to doing interviews in the future, or when it comes to running a business, or whatever else you decide to do.
Yeah, it's super. So we are live on Facebook and on YouTube. So Anne Hall is watching on YouTube, and she's saying best of luck to BVS. And Barbara McGreal is on Facebook saying good luck to all the schools and the students. Michael, I'm going to bring in your colleague Anna Lane from the Local Enterprise Office. Anna, welcome. This has been a busy year. There's been a lot of entries coming through, and the quality is as good as any year, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, considering everything that has happened over the last 2 years, the students and the teachers have put a huge effort once again into the programme. It hasn't been a good year in terms of the pandemic. Hopefully we're coming out the other side of it, but it didn't deter the students. We've still had some great projects coming through. You can see it in the level of quality in their reports, in their videos, in their photos. And I think a big shout out to them all for putting so much effort into it when they were under so much strain and trying to get back into their normal routines. A lot of the kids have had, very, very, very haphazard schedules over the last 2 years. So well done to them all. And I really thank them all for their input and for their support of the programme. Of course, none of it would have happened without the teachers. So for me, they helped to make my life a lot easier and my job a lot easier. So thanks a million to all of them. To our coordinators, Sadie Wheatley and Martina Glennon, to our judges, Gillian Shaw and Patricia McGueeney, and also to our guests, Peggy Nolan in particular, Cathaoirleach of Longford County Council. I won't mention the name of our next guest, but a big thank you to him as well. But just to say well done to everybody involved, and best of luck with everything. And if you don't win a prize this year, there's always next year. You've put a great effort into it, but best of luck to everybody involved, and best of luck to those going through to the nationals as well.
Thank you, Anna. We do have a surprise guest. He is a former Student Enterprise Programme participant from Longford, but we will have that individual on later on, and we won't spoil the surprise on it. Anna, thanks a million. I'll let you bounce back into the green room so you can look after things back there. Michael, we have a trophy. So the winners today will be receiving the trophy, and they'll be sent out to them. So it is a competition. But Michael, I think we should see and shout out to all the schools that are entered. So, Michael, I'm going to call these out. I'm going to invite you back to the green room, and then you can come back to me when we do the award, get all the envelopes out there and start opening them up as we announce them. So let's kick it off. So we have, representing Longford Student Enterprise Programme 2022, we have Art School Porrig in Granard. We have Ballymahan Vocational School, Knockmirror in Granard, Mean School Mirror in Longford, Mercy Secondary School in Ballymahan, Moyne Community School, and St. Mel's College in Longford. So let's go through the teams. We have, representing Art School Porrig in Granard, Bookmarks, Christmas Logs, Hot Chocolate Shapes, Our Book, and Spotify Plaques. Representing Ballymahan Vocational School, we have Bait Box. Representing Knockmirror Granard, we have Beats Beads, Knockmirror Bobble Hats, CMG Gloves, CMG Skinny Boffins and Half Sips, CP Sportswear, and Naddy Bot. Mean School Mirror in Longford, we have Alora Artwork, Aura Melts, Beam Engraving, Blob Mirrors, and Emmendale. Mercy Secondary School, Ballymahan, we have AL Designs, Draw Bags, Mirror Mirror on the Wall. In Moyne Community School, we have Airbnb, Kicker Stickers, Language Passion, Saoirse's Bakes and Cakes, and Wax in Wicks. St. Mel's College, Longford, we have APD Designs, Atja, School Sports Tops, and Shell Rock Masks. And that are all our entries today. And we're going to see, it's one thing to see all the names that are there, but it'll be lovely to see what some of those entries look like. So we have about 4 minutes of a montage. Here are all your entries for you to enjoy. And a fantastic showcase there. And thank you to one and all the students, all their families, all their teachers for putting such an effort in. So in the chat, we have Colin Burke saying the students in Mercy Ballyman are watching eagerly. Many thanks to Anna and to Martina who made it happen. So we have Sadie Wheats. Best of luck, everyone. Well done on all your great work. Thanks to all the teachers for your great work. It's Sadie Wheatley. We have Farrell Jr. Come on, the Mercy. Absolutely. Bradley's wishing everyone good luck. And the Mercy's on a leash. Never mind the tech on a leash as well. The comments are popping through. So keep the comments going. That is fantastic. Michael, I'm going to bring you back in. It's a montage that it was so long. We had to bring it down because of all the entries, but the quality has been fantastic, hasn't it?
Yeah, and what's great is the range of different products and services that are available, and how clever and creative students are, and using whatever talents they have, whether it's drawing, artistic talents, it's very, very, very creative, very innovative, and it's nice to see a full range of products on display, and very few copycat products. A lot of products are kind of new ideas, and that's lovely to see coming through this year, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll bring you back in as we go into the awards. We have our quiz to come up shortly, but after our special guest. So I'll see you shortly, Michael. So I'm going to take out my headphones because I'm looking forward to meeting this man here. So I am delighted to welcome a very special guest, a Longford man, competing for Longford Athletics many, many years ago, went to Moyne Community School and competed in the Student Enterprise Programme. Cian McPhillips, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thanks for having me on.
How many years ago is it since you did the Student Enterprise Programme?
Oh, it's did it in TY now, so God, will it be 2 years ago now?
Yeah, it flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Nearly
does,
3 years. And before we get into the athletics, you're now in UCD, aren't you? You're studying in your first year there.
I am, yeah. I'm in first year. Living on campus with a bunch of other athletes, so it's ideal. And I'm studying maths and physics as part of their science course.
Lovely, yeah. Tough courses, but well done. So you would have enjoyed huge success as a juvenile with Longford Athletics. So where did the love and passion for athletics come from?
I suppose it wasn't really my primary sport for a good while. I was always kind of playing soccer and football and with schoolboys and everything up in Arda, and that would have been your primary focus. But just over time, I just got better and better at the running, and it got to the stage where I enjoyed competing at that high level and thought I'd continue on with it.
And you got a fair bit of success earlier on. There was a couple of gold medals up in Santry in 2017 and 2018, I think, in Scotland. You knew that you had a good pair of legs under you.
I did, yeah. No, I've been running. I think my first race was when I was 4 years old up at the parish community games, and and then obviously I joined Longford AC when I was about maybe 8 or 9, and then I think I won my first All Ireland by the time I was 11, and then it all kind of kicked off then.
Oh, good man. So when you think back to the Student Enterprise Programme, an awful lot of the students here today are learning the skills that we all learned during the programme. So resilience, commitment, and then a bit of adversity when things don't go wrong. How have they served you well, those skills that you learned during the Student Enterprise Programme?
Yeah, I mean, I look, the type of training I do every day, it wouldn't be the easiest, and so I think the two of them go hand in hand, those same skills, and the more practice you get with those, the better. The big skill, I suppose, for me that I got from the enterprise is more to do with, organization. Particularly when you go to college and you have all this training to do, but you also have, you're in quite an intense course, so you can't be wasting too much time. And it's the same with the enterprise. It's probably the best skill I learned from it.
Yeah, it's great to hear that. And I'm going to come back to it. I mentioned adversity, and failure is being part of the game. When you set up an enterprise, things not going your well. I remember reading once, I think you were 15 or 16, and one of the spikes came off in a qualifying heat, and you missed out on a place in one of the championships, didn't you?
Yeah, that was the European under 18s. That was in Hungary. I was under 17 at the time, but I was still ranked, quite highly. As in, I would have been hoping for a medal. But then in the heat, I think about 500 meters in, just someone stood on my shoe and it came off. I had to run the rest of the race with the 1 foot or the one shoe, and you can keep with them for a good bit, but then when you try and sprint on it, it didn't go as well as it wanted.
Losing a bit of grip, and
yeah.
It's amazing those small little things can make such a difference. But then you came back to break a record held by John Tracy for a long time, so a very famous guy, and you took his record off him. But well done. You spoke about well done. You spoke about enterprise there. So can you remember the project that you worked on back in the enterprise days?
It was a poster developed targeted for primary schools. The way I wanted to look at it, I was hoping to enter in the PE Expo as well. So I thought maybe I could try and obviously with my sporting background, I thought I could try and target something in that area that could be entered in both competitions. So I decided to go with focus on the issue of childhood obesity, and so aimed my enterprise at primary schools, where I did a poster and an exercise program that they could subscribe to, and the poster would then be sold to primary schools around Longford. And then I developed a website as well with video walkthroughs of all the different exercises.
And you mentioned that one of the big things that you, one of the skills you learned was organization, because there was a lot going on for that program and some of those tasks. So you've taken that skill into your everyday life now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, back in the enterprise, I wouldn't be the most decisive character, and that's something actually I would say you nearly need to, that the enterprise will make you learn. You can't be just spending months thinking about this thing. You really need to get in there and start making decisions quickly. And I was very lucky in how I find suppliers and stuff through connections in Longford, and then the hardest part for me, I suppose, was even having to learn, I think, HTML and CSS, the programming languages, to actually make the website on my own. That was quite an intense 2 weeks, because that needed to be up and running. But it all worked out in the end, thank God.
Yeah, those pressures of deadlines that had to be met. And what does the future hold for Keane McPhillips? What are your plans for the next couple of months, from not just study-wise, but from athletics point of view?
Yeah, from a running point of view, I haven't had the best of years so far. I've been kind of injured or semi-injured for a lot of it, so I'm not in my best shape at the minute. The big focus for me will be the European Senior Championships is on in Munich in August. That'll be the big aim to get there, and that hopefully should be attainable. And the other big competition that's on is the World Championships. It's supposed to be on, I think, last year, but due to COVID got pushed back to this year. That's over in Oregon, and that's the exact same qualifying standard as the Olympics, so that might be a wee bit of a stretch, but we'll never know. I'll go for it anyway and see what happens.
Oh, listen, we wish you the very best. But I love to say that you weren't in the best of stead, from an injury point of view. You announced yourself last year. I think, was it July last year, where you won gold in the 1500 at the European Championships in Estonia?
That was a good year for me. I was in very good shape at the start of that year. I ran 1:46 for 800 indoors, which is a fairly decent time. And but then I got COVID, and then that really actually took a bad enough effect to that on my training. So didn't actually start getting back into shape nearly until a couple of weeks before the championship. So it was a last grab, but thankfully I did manage to win in the end.
Yeah. Well done, and there's another one of those examples of adversity. We often don't see things going the way we plan, especially when we're setting up an enterprise, and it's just great to bounce back on it. So we wish you the very best in August, September this year, and as you said, it's Olympic qualifying standard. That we wish you the best. No better man to do it. Final question before I let you go, and thank you so much for joining us again today.
Oh yeah, no bother.
I want you to imagine 2-3 years ago, you're in the audience, as many of the students are now listening to you. What advice would you give yourself? What would you have loved to have known back then that you know now?
I think people can, you don't have as much time as you think you do, in that you would need to start maybe, get in your group, and it's, always when TY students get in a group, there's always a bit of, you're a bit slow to get going into get actual meat of actually getting stuff done. I'd say start as early as you possibly can, try and develop some sort of schedule. Now look, that kind of would go out the window very quickly, but still try and keep an eye on the time that you do have, so it's not a a dash to the finish line per se at the end. And use as much of your local connections as you can in terms of suppliers, or for distribution, or whatever, advertising, whatever you're trying to do. You'd be surprised how many people you actually do know and what your parents know, and make the best use of them.
Yeah, your net worth is your net worth. Whether it be family or friends or neighbours, lean on them. You never know who they might be connected to. It's great advice, Cian, and thank you so much for joining us today. We wish you the very best. A great year last year. A little bit of COVID knocked you back a little bit, but no doubt you'll be stronger and faster, hopefully, towards the end of this year. And we'll watch this space with interest.
Thanks very much.
Not at all, Cian. Thank you very much. So there's Cian McPhillips representing Longford and Ireland in the area of athletics. Thank you, Cian. I think I'll put back on the headphones there as well, because I was getting a little bit of feedback on us as we go to the next section. But great guy, Cian McPhillips, and best of luck, Cian, with the future. So this is one of the moments you're all been looking forward, and that is taking out your mobile phones for the quiz. So grab your phones, and we're going to ask you to go to a website, type in a code. We've 5 questions to ask, and we have 3 prizes. The top 3 people will win a one for all voucher of €25 each. So let me set this up for you. So grab your phones while you're doing that. Let me throw this up on the screen for you, and we'll be ready to go. So there it is there. Okay, so what you need to do is, if you go to menti.com and type in this code. So menti.com, MENTI.com, and the code is 97230053. So menti.com, 97230053. We're going to ask 5 questions. On the screen will be where the questions will appear, and the answers, the space to put the answers in will be there. Pop them in, and then there's a leaderboard that will pop up, and we'll be able to get our winners. So when you do log in, click the heart. There we go. We can see that all the hearts are flying in there at the moment. And we have about 20 people signed in and growing. So I'll give a couple more call outs. So menti.com, 97230053. Menti.com, 97230053. And we'll see. We're at 97. Now we've broken into the 3 digits. There, we're well over 100 people and climbing. This is great. We'll give it one more go. We want to get as many people in as we can. Now, when you're signing in, put in your right name, put in your proper name, because if you win, you want to be in the prize. So you need to be able to identify you, and you'll be able to choose a little avatar there from it. So the final call, menti.com, 97230053. And we have 5 questions, and we'll be able to find our top 3 winners. We're at 136 people and climbing. Fantastic. And there's 140. So we're great. So let's bounce in. So your little avatars will start to appear. It can only show 75 on the screen, but there you go. All the entries are in. We're at 160 people. We're breaking the records as we're doing this. So this is the most we've had in the quiz up to date, which is fantastic. So 165 we run with. So here we go. The first question. The faster you answer, the more points you get. So here we go. Faster you answer, the more points you get. At what temperature does water start to boil? Is it 32 degrees Celsius? Is it 100 degrees Celsius? Or is it 0 degrees Celsius? What temperature does water start to boil at? 32, 100, or 0? Let's see where we got. 139 people said 100 degrees. A couple of people said 32 degrees, but unfortunately, that's incorrect. So now let's see. It's the fastest finger first to do it. And let's see who was really quick on this one. So you can see the points all adding up there onto the board. So Ligma was in the fastest, and they are in the lead at the moment at 968. Tweeto's right beside them. Brian is there. Evan, Catherine, Molly Hutchinson, Abigail McInerney, Heather Canning, Kieran O'Dowd, and Steve Oates, all on the front screen. But the quicker you do it, the more points you get. So let's go for question 2. Fingers at the ready. Here we go. The quicker you answer, the more points. Who is Ireland's Chief Medical Officer? Is it Dr. Tommy Houlihan, Dr. Tony Hanrahan or Dr. Tony Houlihan? Now, there's a tricky one, but he's been on the news every day for the last 2 years. Which one is it? Who is Ireland's chief medical officer? And 98 people have got it right. It's Dr. Tony Houlihan, of course. Bit of a trick question there because they all sounded so similar, and it's how quickly you can do it. So let's see how quickly you did do it. So let's see who was fast that time and what it does to the leaderboard. So there's the points adding up. And Melanie and Cleo were the fastest and have jumped right to the top of the leaderboard. Well done, Melanie and Cleo. Kieran O'Dowd is in a solid second place. Molly Hutchinson has climbed up. Corey Hussey's there. Harry Perman Howard, Roisin, Aisling L, Jonathan, Andrew, and Tiger Baby. Well done. And we're 2 questions in, so 3 more to go. Remember, the quicker you are, the more points you have. And the top 3 will win a €25 voucher each. So here we go. Question number 3. Which of the following counties do not border County Longford? Leitrim, Meath, or Cavan? Which of the following counties do not border County Longford? Leitrim, Meath, or Cavan? 3, 2, 1. Time's up. And of course, the answer is Meath. At 103 people got that right. Leitrim does have a border with Longford, as does Cavan. So let's see what that does to the leaderboard now. So who was fast this time? And where does it bring us? Oh, it's very tight at the top now. And Molly McAvoy was the fastest time. Well done, Molly. A good geography student there. Well done. But Melanie and Cleo are still holding on to the top spot, followed very closely by Roisin, Jonathan, Harry Perman, Howard is there. And Molly McAvoy, being so fast, has jumped up. So it's getting really tight at the top. And here we go with our second last question. Question 4 of 5. The faster you answer, the more points you get. What is the name of the cowboy in Toy Story? Is it Sid, Buzz, or Woody? What is the name of the cowboy in Toy Story? Is it Sid, Buzz, or Woody? Faster you answer, the more points you get. Time's up. Let's see how that went. Well done. The majority, everyone knew Woody there. So 148 people got it right, but it depends on how quick you do it. So let's see on the second last question, what's happening to our leaderboard. Oh, it's getting very tight. There's some people very, very fast at doing that. And let's see. Melanie and Cleo were the fastest, not only holding on to the top spot, but they were the fastest answer there, and they are pulling out ahead. No pressure, guys. This is the last question. So it's Melanie and Cleo, Harry Perman Howard, Jonathan, Andrew, Molly McAvoy, all in the running. Roisin, Tiger Berry is very little in between them. So it's all down to the last question, and here it goes. The top 3 win a prize. Final question, 5 of 5. Here we go. What was the name of the TV show which saw celebrities perform while disguised as various animals? Was it Celebrity Singer, Singing Masked, or The Masked Singer? What was the name of the TV show which saw celebrities perform while disguised as various animals? Was it Celebrity Singing, Singing Masked, or The Masked Singer? And of course, it was The Masked Singer. 115 people got that right. And here it is, the moment of reveal. Who was fast? Who got there? And what does it do to our overall leaderboard? The fastest there was Jonathan, which bounces him up into second place. But we have a overall winner. Melanie and Cleo, take a bow. You grabbed the top spot and you held on to it. You are one of the winners of a €25 voucher. Jonathan, you were the fastest finger in the last question there, and you've jumped up and you are also winning a prize of a €25 voucher. And Andrew, you just pipped everyone there was behind you to jump into third spot, and you're also getting a voucher. So please identify yourselves to your teachers. So Melanie and Cleo, Jonathan and Andrew, and we'll make sure that those prizes go to you. So well done to one and all. So Michael, I'm going to bring you back in because we're getting to the business end. And we laughed and joked earlier on. We were saying, I wonder how many people's watching because they're all going to be in school. That's broken the record. We had 100.
Yeah, very impressive and very enjoyable little quiz there. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'd have known all the answers myself, but anyhow.
Yeah, were you entering yourself? You didn't have your phone one out there trying to have a go. Well, there was other jobs at hand there. So let's throw up what one of those jobs were, which we're going to get into the awards, and this is what everyone has been waiting for. So let me throw it up on the screen, and we'll kick off. So we have done our little quiz. So let's move on then to the intermediate category. So we'll go to the categories, we'll go to the prizes. So first of all, the intermediate category, you have the winner there in front of you. So we'll give you a bit of a drum roll. And over to you, Michael.
Yes, then delighted to us the winner from Moyne Community School, the school that Cian McPhillips went to, and that's Saoirse O'Toole and Saoirse's Bakes and Cakes.
Congratulations, Saoirse O'Toole, Saoirse's Bakes and Cakes, who is the winner of the intermediate category representing Moyne Community School. So congratulations and very well done. Now, we have a couple of special awards. So a couple of special categories, and environmental and sustainability, really important. So this is a special merit award from one of the entries that was environmental. So, Michael, give the drum roll again. Let you announce the winner.
Yeah, this girl deserves a prize for the name of the business alone. It's Airbnb. It's Aoife O'Hara, and it's a bee hotel. She built and developed bee hotels, little like bird boxes filled with materials that are suitable for bee nests, and it's a terrific little product and environmentally friendly. So well done to Aoife O'Hara.
Aoife O'Hara, congratulations, Airbnb. Moyne Community School and winning the environmental award. So innovation. So we see innovation in many different shapes, sizes and forms in each of the entries this year. And anyone could win this, but there's a special one that we're going to call out on this one. So I'll give the little drum roll again. So over to you, Michael.
Thanks, Noel. Yes, the winners of the innovation prize for this year are Arts called Fodrick, and the business name is Our Book. So you have Laura, Leah, and Jessica, and a little self-help book aimed at teenagers, which is so important, as we know, in terms of wellness and well-being. And the judges said they'd love to see the concept developed a little bit further. A very impressive idea.
Well done to Our Book. That's Lara, Leah, and Jessica. And I think in the montage there, you saw them describe it on film. So well done. And we'll do the montage before we finish. We'll have another quick look at it before we go. Special Merit Award for marketing. Now, Michael, as you know, we can have the most amazing business on the planet. If nobody knows about it, you have no business. So marketing is a huge part. So we'll give the drum roll again. And over to you to announce the winner.
Yeah, a team from Manskull in Longford, Beam Engraving, 4 girls, Maria, Brianna, Ava and Anna Hutchinson. And it's pet tags, a lovely project, very well researched, very well developed. The business plan was very well done, and a lot of emphasis on marketing and promotion, which is why they won this award. So well done.
Fantastic. So Beam Engraving, well done, Maria, Brianna, Ava and Anna. From me, school, we're in Longford. It's super. Now, no man or woman is an island. So a team development, working together, and a very valid special merit award. So we'll give our little drummer's getting tired now. We'll keep them going there. So team development, over to you, Mike.
Yeah, the winner of this award is Bait Box from Ballymahon Vocational School, Ashley, Cian and Chloe. And Chloe is an old friend of ours. Chloe won the intermediate prize last year, and she represented County Longford in the national finals, where she also won a prize. So it's great to see her coming back at senior level. And this is a kind of a rodent control box, but all made from recycled materials. So quite innovative again. And they work very well as a team, and that was evident in the report and the business plan.
That's brilliant. Well, congratulations to Ballymahon Vocational School, Bait Box, Ashley, Cian and Chloe. And they're going mad in the chat here, saying, come on, the BVS, and BVS is the best. So absolutely well done, and great to see the support that you're getting. So the teamwork isn't just within the team, it's the supporters of the fellow students that are there as well. Now, creative video competition, and we spoke about the value of marketing, and this has been highly competitive in recent years. So we'll give our little drummer again. And over to you.
Thanks, Noel. And the winner of this is Eva Beatty from Canuck Secondary School. And the name of the business is Nada Bot. And she did a very nice video presenting a concept of a control monitor for insulin, for measuring insulin, something you wear on your arm. And it's, again, a very nice idea. And the whole idea about the Creative Entrepreneurial Prize, Creative Video Prize, is that you would develop a concept that might be developed into a product in the future. So very well done to Eva.
We'll do the round of applause there. Well done, Aoife, and Nadie Bot from Knockmere Granard. Huge congratulations there. And I see a comment there. There's many stories out there, but Shannon Brody saying, can you shout out Stephen Sheridan, who was outside putting in the hours and then got called up to his county hurling team and picked up a win in his game last night. So a big shout out there to Stephen Sheridan. Well done, because life takes over. It really does. And we've seen that so often, Michael, where, you know, you're juggling the plate. You know, the students have been looking after studies and trying to put in this program as well, but it really serves them well for a future in entrepreneurship. Isn't that right?
Oh, absolutely. And we understand that it's been a very difficult year for everyone involved, and teachers and students, when we appreciate all the effort that they've made. And hopefully the bits and pieces of practical skills they've picked up during this program will stand to them all. Yeah.
So what we are going to do is honour the teachers a little bit. So the teachers have been working really hard, as long as the families were there and their friends are there, but the teachers have been working really hard with the students. So we have a little quiz, and that we're going to, well, I say a quiz, it's going to be a spin the wheel. So we're putting all the teachers' names on a wheel. We're going to spin it twice. We have two one for all vouchers for €50 each, and we'll throw up the wheel. So here we go. So here we have all the teachers on one of the wheel. We'll give this a little click now in a second and give it a spin so you can see all your teachers' names. So we're going to spin this twice. We'll have winner number one popping up now. Then we'll take their name off the wheel and spin it again. And it's going to Olga Highland. Congratulations, Olga. You are the winner of a one for all voucher, €50. And what I'm going to do is click remove, which takes you off the wheel, and we'll give it one more spin again. And we get our second winner. And that is Christine O'Brien, I think it's going to go for. Yes, just on the edge there. Well done, Christine O'Brien. Well done. You are also a winner of a voucher there as well. So just a little bit of... to honour all the teachers that are on the wheel and run there. So, Michael, I'll bring you back in because we're now at the business end of things where we're going into the senior category. So the runner-up in the senior category.
Thanks, Noel. And the runner-up in the senior category is a business called Alora Artwork, and Nada Dagalete is the girl, the business person who organised this. And personalized mugs, a very, very creative project. We reckon there's a future in graphic design for this girl. Very strong design, very good video, and very, very nice product, and very, very creative. So well done.
Well done, Nadia from Alora Artwork, Main School Vera in Longford, and there is a sample of your work. We saw it in the video and it looked super, and we'll get a chance to see it again as well. So congratulations to you. But now, the final one, the big one, the senior category winner going on to represent County Longford in the national final in May. Over to you, Michael.
Thanks. And the winner for this year, 2022, in the Student Enterprise Programme senior category is a team from Canuck Secondary School. It's GMG Skinny Bottoms and Half Sips, Elaine Tully and Alva Brady.
Congratulations, Elaine and Alva. GMC Skinny Bottoms and Half Sips, Knockmere Granard. And there you are, guys. A huge, huge congratulations to you all, to everybody. And your trophies will be making their way to you, to all our winners today. It's been a tough year, but I'm going to bring Anna in on this one as well, just at the back. It's been a really tough year, but we're seeing some fantastic entries in what was a tough year, how they put their projects together. And it's a celebration of entrepreneurship in Longford. And it's really is to be commended, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, thanks again to everybody who put an effort there, and congratulations to everybody who won a prize. Congratulations to everybody who took part this year. Unfortunately, we can't give prizes to everybody, but we do appreciate the effort. Congratulations to Canuckwara, the overall winners. Their report was excellent. They put a huge amount of effort into their risk assessment, market research. They had issues with suppliers, and they really worked well together as a team. And you can really see that in their plan, and you can really see that in what they produced at the end of the day. And I think it's all about innovation. It's all about product development, but the whole team development side of it is so important in terms of how you work out problems. If you have a problem, how you tackle it. So congratulations to them, and congratulations to all of the other prize winners.
And can I just say, no, before we finish, I want to thank our coordinators, Sadie and Martina, and a big thank you, a big shout out, of course, to Anna in our own local enterprise office. Anna looks after this program from September until May, and she puts a big body of work into it and holds the whole thing together for us. So well done to Anna Lane. It's nice for everyone to put a face on a name. So Anna will be in touch with you all again in August and September for the start of next year's program.
No, that's fantastic. So thank you, Anna. Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Noah.
Let's
Thanks,
have
Michael.
one quick look at the montage again just before we close out the session. So fantastic showcase there. So thank you to one and all for all your efforts in this year's Student Enterprise Programme in County Longford. So stay safe, stay positive, keep innovating, and we wish you all the very best for those that are going on to represent the county in the national final in May. Look after each other. We'll see you soon.